What's up, everybody? So today we are back in the garage. We got Brody with us. As you guys know, he had that Ford Focus ST and she gone.
Sold it.
She gone.
Traded it in, I guess.
You did get something that I think is kind of cool. It's one of those Ford Mavericks and it has the same similar power plant as what the Focus ST had. The only difference is it's all-wheel drive. So let's take you guys out. We'll show you guys the car, or the truck, I guess, and kind of go over some ideas and plans that you have for the vehicle. And then what we're going to do today, we got tonneau cover, we got some badging and stuff.
Yep.
We're kind of going to up-badge this thing into an ST. So
yeah,
we'll explain that here in a little bit. But let's go ahead and get back out there and show you guys the truck. All right, so here it is. This is Brody's 2025 Ford Maverick. This is what, the XL?
XL with the 4K tow package. So a few extra goodies that I really wanted, like the passcode on the door, some of the extra interior features, but
It's
most
got the
importantly,
updated front end here too, which is super cool to see.
Yep.
This one is what, the all-wheel drive model?
Yep.
And he said it's the 4K package.
Yep.
So it's got the upgraded oil cooler for the transmission, because there is like a kit out there, I think, from Ford Performance that has an upgraded turbo that's supposedly coming out, so that might be something for this. But as you guys can see here, the interior on these things, pretty simple.
Yep.
Look cool though. I don't know, you got like
I got a ton of baby stuff in the back, of course.
kid seats, because that was part of the reason for Brody getting a new vehicle, is you just needed more space, didn't you?
Yeah, and putting like 2 car seats in the Focus was kind of a nightmare. Like hauling the kids down versus like being able to get them straight into this is way easier. And technically this can fit up to 3 seats if you need to, or like, 2 in a booster seat. So this was definitely like a big upgrade that we needed for just our family.
So yeah, if anybody's looking at kid seats, you can see he's got 2 in here right now. There is kind of room for 3, but it might be a little tight. But yeah, overall, super clean vehicle, and I'm kind of excited to see what all we have planned for that today. We'll be slapping on this tonneau cover. Flip this thing over a little bit so you guys can see the part number there. Technically, it is a Ford tonneau cover. It's made by Truxedo, so it's gonna be very similar to those. We're gonna get this thing opened up and install it, and then we've also got some badging.
These are the black chrome Maverick kind of stamp inlays. So essentially, it'll go across this entire tailgate, and it'll be kind of a I don't know, what would you call it, like a shiny chrome, but kind of
it's just a polished black essentially. It's gonna kind of stand out a little bit more. I think it's kind of like a silvery tint to it too, so it'll make it help pop a little bit. And then the other thing we got is what, the
got a couple ST badges.
ST badges, because you got to keep that on there. We don't know if we're gonna put it on this side or that side. Probably put it underneath there. And then what, you got one for the grill as well?
Yeah, one for the grill, one for the tailgate. And we did pull the ST badge from the Focus, but I mean, I'm just gonna keep that as sentimental.
Yeah, it's more of just nostalgia, just keepsake type thing. So yeah, we got some new ones for this. So I guess first step, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the tonneau cover on.
Yep, let's do it.
So yeah, it looks like we've got 6 clamps. There'll be 3 for each side. We got these little grommets here, these little caps that'll go on the ends. So there's 4 of those.
Seal.
You got a weather seal that'll go right there at the front of the, I guess, the bed, and then of course the entire tonneau cover. So let's get this thing out of the box, set it up on the Maverick, and then actually,
I think we gotta lay down.
Let's do the weather seal first,
Yep.
and then we'll get this laid out and stretched out and see how it lines up. Okay, so we just found the instructions there, decided to look at that, and because Brody's bed currently has a spray-in bed liner, we had to flip this thing over to get to the header panel, and you can see here where this seal is. It says to apply another layer of that gasket there on top of here. So we'll get some rubbing alcohol, just kind of clean this off real quick, and then apply another seal, cut it here at the end, so it just gives it a little bit more of a thickness there, so it squishes between that bulkhead there and the cab. So I guess let's go ahead and roll this across there. Okay, we're just gonna tack this on here. I'm not gonna stretch or anything. Just so the seal's nice and thick instead of being stretched out.
Because otherwise, if I didn't have a bed liner, you would essentially do this to the actual bed by the cab itself.
Yep, you do it up on the bed itself, but because you have the bed liner,
Yep.
this wouldn't stick to it. We'll just cut this off here. Just like that. Okay, then we got these little wedge pieces here, so they'll go in the corners there. So all you gotta do is just peel off this adhesive backing here, and then it'll just stick into place right there. Sweet, so now that is applied and set on there, let's go ahead and set our rails on the cab itself. So we got our left and right side here, and then you're gonna have these ones here that have these little tabs here in the back. They're gonna go towards the tailgate. Okay, so we got our bed rails just setting up here right now. As you can see there, we got the little tabs towards the back, and then that little corner piece goes up towards the front there. And before we throw the tonneau cover on itself, let's go ahead. Brody's holding these clamps here, so they're just gonna go underneath here and wrap around and just essentially pinch this from here to here. So we'll go ahead, set those in place. This is a 13mm bolt, so we're gonna need some kind of wrench or ratchet or something to adjust that. But yeah, we'll just put 3 per side, line them up, see where they land, and then throw our tonneau cover in to run across the back. And then once we get it into a correct alignment, we'll tighten it all down. Okay, so we got all 6 clamps up there now and installed. They're not fully tightened or down or anything. So next up, let's take the tonneau cover. We'll put it in the back there. There's a couple of tabs here that tonneau cover will just slide into, and then we'll stretch it out and check our alignment. Okay, so we just locked that down in place. Everything looks to me, for the most part, lined up here. You can see on both sides there, we got good gap. You can still see some of the light that's poking through underneath there, so we'll get that eliminated here once we go ahead and tighten down all those clamps. But otherwise, she looks good. Well, there you guys have it. Tonneau cover is installed. You can see there's got the little Ford logo on there. That's the only difference between the Ford ones and I guess the actual Tuxedos. Tuxedos have like a little tag here on the back side, where this one actually has the Ford on there. So everything's clamped up. I don't see any light or nothing being pulled through. So all our seals look like they're good. So I guess, yeah. We got it all lined up here on the edges. You guys can see the gaps. Everything looks relatively good on there. There's our gap on the backside panel if you guys want to see like the distance and stuff. But yeah, it's just pressed up against that bulkhead there. So shouldn't have any leaking issues. I mean, it may have a little bit because all tonneau covers leak a little, but overall, I'd say she's pretty good. You want to do one last little roll up and make sure that we can tie it up?
Sure.
Okay. Let's just pull down.
Okay.
Cool. And then this. And there it is, all rolled up. You guys can see there, it just hooks into those little straps there. So these guys just kind of hang down inside the bed, and then when you want to tie it up to keep it from flying back out, just hook it up there. So tonneau cover, done.
Pretty easy.
So next up, we're gonna be throwing these tailgate letters on here. They're a little bit higher quality than just like the cheap little vinyl ones. But they got the 3M double-sided tape on the back side. We're just laying them out here so we got all the letters in the right place. And they're just basically gonna go inside of each one of these indents here. So Shouldn't be too bad. We'll get some little rubbing alcohol and then apply these. So it's not super noticeable on the black, but you can still see there's quite a bit of like a reflection, almost like mirror-like. And it's just subtle enough that I think it looks really good. You could have gone with a different color and stuff, but yeah, looks dope. Just kind of cleaned up that Maverick logo a little bit more. Stands out a bit. So next up, ST emblems.
Yep.
Okay, let's show you guys what we got for those. So next up here, we're gonna be putting on the ST emblems. This one here is for the front. You can see it's a little bit smaller. These are technically off of the Ford Edge. So you can see there's a part number. We went with these just because they're slightly bigger than what the Focuses were. The Focuses were kind of small, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Especially the rear logo.
Yeah, the rear logo is way smaller, which like you've already said, he had kept a copy of it off of his old ST. But yeah, you can see there, this one is much larger in size and should look really good on the rear end. The front one though, we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna apply that one, because I don't know if there's a whole lot of space to put that one on there, but we'll see. This one, relatively simple. Just slap on the rear end there, make sure it's nice and square and centered, and we should be good. So let's go and put that on next. All right, so what are we thinking, Brody? Putting it down here on this bottom corner?
Yeah, because if we go higher, that looks kind of weird, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't go up that high. I'd probably keep it somewhat down low.
Or what if you split the difference? What does it look like?
Go center?
Yeah, that looks good.
We could go there.
Because it is a pretty even gap right there.
So just find center between here and here.
Yeah.
So I don't think we want to go all the way to the bottom because that's too low. So yeah, maybe we do go up just a slightly higher. That way it kind of stays in line with the Maverick itself. Yeah, I wouldn't go up that high. Just right there, I think. That'd be perfect. So let's go ahead, clean that off again with some rubbing alcohol. Stick this on. All right, help line me up here. We'll go ahead and peel the backing off of this. And you want to go center, you said?
Yeah.
Right there.
That looks pretty good, yeah.
We got a good gap between the, is that about 1 inch over? So we'll go there. I'm gonna stick it. Yeah, that's sick.
That is sweet.
Just an emblem, dude.
And it's so funny. It's like nobody else would really care, but this is purely an emblem for me.
This is an up badge. They need to make the ST. We're making the ST.
We just added like 100 horsepower. That's
easily
crazy.
Yeah, no, that's a good little hit on there. Let's go ahead and I guess see if we can do the front end now. Okay, and as far as the front one goes, I guess what are you thinking? You want to put it in the grill or you want it on the bumper?
Probably the grill. Probably like
bottom one?
Around here, yeah.
Because you could put it in either one of these 3 slots here. The problem is there's really nothing there to stick it to. I don't think it'd look good on the bumper or down there's not bad, but that seems kind of low. You can stick it right there. That'd be sick. We may hold off on this one and not put this one on just yet. I almost want to see if I can find some way to 3D print a piece to plug in there, so this has like a standoff so it can actually stick to it. Because that'd be sick. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that sounds good. If we can get something to just be flush or relatively flat there for us to stick it with. I mean, I agree. If you put it down here, I feel like it'll just fall off with like washing or something.
Yeah, I also feel like that's just too low.
Yeah, you wouldn't even notice it.
Up in the grill would be perfect.
Yep.
And this sizing, I think, is just a good size as well for the grill there. So yeah, I think we hold off on this one. So yeah, we pretty much got everything done then.
Yeah, pretty much wrapped up all of our projects for today. There's a few more things I want to do to the Maverick over time, but we'll start here and hopefully come back with the badge once we figure out a way to stick it on there.
Yeah. So overall, I'd say she turned out pretty good. So there you guys have it. I'd say we got a pretty successful little modifications to the Maverick here for our first, I guess the first mods for it. Mm-hmm. Pretty happy with it. We got the tonneau cover installed. That fit really good. The only thing is we'll have to see how it holds up as time goes on. See how the Velcro holds up and whether or not it stays weather sealed and stuff, and Make sure there's no water or nothing getting in the bed. But from what we can tell, it looks like it should be pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not gonna be 100%, you know, all the time, but should do pretty good. You can now store stuff in the bed and carry stuff with you.
Yep.
And then the other mod we did was the tailgate lettering. And I think that's gonna look really good. It's super subtle. It kind of fills in those divots where it's like embossed and stuff. And I think the reflection from like oncoming traffic and stuff, when they hit that, it's gonna stand out just enough.
For sure.
It's gonna make it pop a lot. And then my favorite mod, the ST.
Yep.
We up-badged it, but I think it looks sick. Playing homage to the Focus.
Yep. Have to pay respects to the Focus ST. I think it adds a great little pop of color. It looks awesome. I have never seen another Maverick with an ST badge, just a few other different badges here and there, but I
mean,
think
if we really wanted to, we could put the RS badge on there, because technically it's an all-wheel drive. It's 2 liter, it's not the 2.3.
That's true, that's true.
We won't go that far. We still need to put the front emblem on, which I'm gonna try to figure out a way to get something 3D printed. Maybe we'll talk to Josh on that one, see if he can whip us something out, and figure out a way to get that mounted, because I want to tie in the front ST badge with the rear. And obviously we got to play around more with the ST theme of the vehicle. We are trying to, in a way, upfit it, I guess. So I don't know if you want to try to find ST seats. I don't know. This is all that's expensive stuff, but I mean, he's got kids and stuff, so he's got other priorities.
Yeah.
So,
but that would be really cool. I've seen people put the Recaros in there, and they are tight.
Yes. Yeah, I guess what other future mods you want to do on that?
The next one, for sure, I want to paint the stock Steelies, just the inner ring. You can do that black and leave the hubcap and the outer ring chrome, and it looks great.
Some kind of cop spec in a way?
Yeah, it makes it kind of look like a Crown Vic spec.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But that's super cool. Eventually, maybe some aftermarket wheels in the future, but I think that'll be the next mod for sure.
Next mod. And we got to lower it, too.
We got to lower it, yeah.
She's monster trucking a little bit.
I know.
But we will wait and come to that road once we get to that point. But yeah, hope you guys like this video. If you guys did, make sure to give a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll have plenty more stuff coming on the Maverick, so stay tuned for that. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yep.